Hey, yo, I'm with Einstein at the NYSC.
Yo, we're getting very hip here. This is Tribeca right here, baby.
All right, I already beat him, but maybe you can beat me on this. What's going on with the markets today?
So let's just talk about the last couple of days. We saw a lot of headline-driven market last week. We were up and down hundreds of points in a day. It's like if you didn't like the weather, just wait a minute. People are getting really emotional. And I kind of thought of the selling was headline-driven and emotional. The money, the buying seems sort of like smart money buying, people looking for value. Where let's look at some fundamental numbers, some facts. That the Russell's only 2% off the all-time high. That's that high value, people buying the Russell. The Russell will trade at a weird dislocation sometimes to the Dow and to the markets because it's not driven by one or two stocks. The Russell's sort of a value index, in my opinion. It's a mid-cap, small cap. So you see that when that one rallies, that looks like people are looking for value in the market. It's only at this level, the Dow's back at 24.8. So look, we're only 1,300 points off the all-time high. Another great fact. 23 out of the last 27 days, the market has moved triple digits.
That's true.
What a nice little figure.
So we're just points away from some new hats, Tuchman.
We're points away from some new hats, correct?
And the Russell's not in a rut. All right, did you see what was going on with oil today?
You know what I did? I actually didn't notice it. I'm seeing it now. Obviously, the inventories numbers came in, and they were down. Oil is that we had a breakout in oil last week when we had that moment of war. That's what I'm calling it. We went to war for a moment. Keep an eye on your TVs. Mm-hmm. War's over. Anyway, so there was that fear of disruption. There was some stuff going on. We had a breakout in oil last week, right? Then we saw it sort of fade down a little bit as the fears went away over the weekend, right? Because we'd gotten up to 8 and change. Now we're back up to 8 and change. And then this morning inventories numbers were lower, so obviously that's causing the spike. If you look at the graph, that definitely turned the market around. I kind of think we're re-navigating our focus to earnings. But, there's two sides to that. So Friday, the first tranche of banking earnings came out. They were super duper. And yet, somebody was hitting the sell button in a big way.
They threw up all over the markets.
Correct. Buy the rumor, sell the news. So so the market today, if it wasn't for the fact that IBM is down $11, which easily is contributing to about 100 points in the Dow, I don't know the exact number, would probably be up 150 points, right? So you're seeing a lack of bad news is good news, right? And a redirecting of focus towards earnings and fundamentals is good news. Because they're coming out in a solid way. I think that's what's keeping them, if they really wanted to sell this market, they could.
Yeah.
And, I talk about it in my booth and everyone breaks my chops about it. The market's doing what it wants to do. It's telling you what it thinks. There seems to be value. People are still buying this. You could be hitting sell buttons. We see that, and they're not.
Yeah, and you know what, Peter, you talk about, just a quick flash, you talk about smart money in this market. How's volume been?
Volume's been like the last couple of days. I'm not going to blow too much into it and say, I'm really concerned. Look, volume is a funny thing. You're seeing we probably, there's more consensus that if you see big volumes on big sell days, that there's conviction in the sell side. We're not seeing that. We're seeing sort of the last 3 or 4 days volume, 700 million shares. So there's money coming in and out of here. Are they billion share days? No. Right? Is it a really anemic volume? They are, in fact, the lightest volume days we've seen in the year. But it's been a pretty wild year. So 750 million in my book of analyzing this is not really bad. 500 million would be light. It's not robust, but it's not bad.
Well, sometimes things don't have as much volume as our hair, Tuchman.
Correct. But if we're having a good hair day, as you are, it's going to be a great day.
Approved. All right. Thank you so much, Peter. Always.
Hair approved.